And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys back at the stream. Welcome in to Behind the Arc Basketball here. And it is the final stream of 2021 on my channel. Incredible year that we have had. Closing it out tonight with some college hoops action. It is Michigan on the road taking on UCF. And a sneaky good matchup here. Central Florida with an 8-2 record. Number 2 team in the American by winning percentage overall this season, right behind Houston in the conference. Michigan having a down season there, receiving votes though in the AP Top 25. They're at number 31, receiving 7 votes this week. They have a 7-4 record, though they have struggled, just 1-4 record against power conference teams this season. Losses against Seton Hall, Arizona, at North Carolina, and against Minnesota in their Big Ten opener. They did beat Nebraska, their only power conference win this season, on the road 102-67. Jose in the stream, welcome in, man. Happy New Year, almost indeed. Malika, welcome back in. UCF entering this game 8-2 record. They won their first conference game against Temple. And they have a 1-2 record against power conference teams. They won their first game against the Power 5, won at Miami, 95-89. They lost by 3. The only home loss was against Oklahoma, 65-62. And the only lopsided loss they had was at Auburn by 17, 85-68 at Auburn, which I get to cover Auburn yesterday, and that team looks really good this season. They get a ton of size. Michigan enters this matchup led by their 7'1" big Hunter Dickinson. Center for Michigan, putting up almost 16 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. He is the top scorer, top rebounder this season for the Wolverines. Interesting. Yeah, I thought they were gonna put it on. They got a football game on here right now. I'm trying to find it myself. Where's this game? They got Pitt against Michigan State. That's on. To see if they get this basketball game someplace else. Huh. Well, it looks like this game is tipped off. They must have moved the ball game because I know Tennessee, Purdue, that game's running a little bit later. I'm trying to figure out where this game is right now. Looks like they already started. One minute through the game, Central Florida picks up a personal foul as the clock will stop with 19:01 left to go in the first. It says my TV that should be on ESPN2 and I just put it on and it's not there. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Michigan State is supposed to be on ESPN, and Tennessee, Purdue is tied up at 38 for football with just over 3 minutes left to go. Huh. And they're doing Pitt against Michigan State pregame right now on ESPN2 that I have. So they moved the games, it looks like. What's good, Barco on the stream? Welcome in, man. And UCF gets the first bucket. It's a layup that goes down. Yeah, there's nothing even on ESPN3. They don't even have anything. It's probably wait till one of these games finishes up or so, see if anybody else has it. Alright, so we're just waiting here to get the game hopefully soon. We got around 17:45 left to go in the first half. Tie game 2 apiece as UCF just missed a jumper with Brandon Mahan. And then Dickinson gets called for the turnover. Yeah, I can't get that on Sling here. I get only ESPN and ESPN2 on Sling. Okay, so they put Peach Bowl Pittsburgh against Michigan State now on ESPN2. Yeah, they'll swap it over after Purdue Tennessee finishes up. Yeah, not really much going on as far as college basketball tonight. This is a pretty sneaky game as far as UCF is hosting this game. Michigan's had a down start to the season. Still a lot of basketball left to go, though. UCF at the free throw line. Brandon Mahan hits the first one. Yeah, Tennessee's now in the red zone. So almost around 2 minutes left to go for Tennessee inside the red zone. What's good, Bradley? Welcome in, man. I'm trying to get this game on. Right now, they put a bowl game on since Tennessee-Purdue is running a little bit late. Trying to see if I can get, like, video of this game. UCF just hit a 3-7-7. Moving by pretty quick so far. 16:26 left to go in the first. So, rushing touchdown by Tennessee. They just score. And they're going to take the extra point, 45-44. As we're just awaiting for this game to go on my television screen as Tennessee-Purdue for a bowl game. Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl is run extremely late. Michigan scores the jumper. It's Musa Diabate who hits the jumper. 9-7 Michigan. It's Eli Brooks who's the top scorer, so they have combined two separate scores. Brooks with 5, Diabate with 4. And UCF right back makes the shot. Darren Green, leading scorer this season for Central Florida. I hope it's not the first half and this we go into halftime and this game's still going on for football and they haven't moved it yet. I'm shocked that they wouldn't put this on like at least like ESPN3 for an alternative network or so. Michigan just got another layup. Musa Diabate now with 6 as he scores. It's 13-11 Michigan. Missed layup by Darius Perry. Michigan has hit a 3-point shot, so they add to it. 16-11 Michigan. 13 minutes left to go first. Wow, this Tennessee-Purdue game has combined over 600 total, 600 total yards of offense for both of these teams. Okay, so it looks like they already went to the first media timeout. 12:50 left to go in the first. And it's 16-14 Michigan. UCF hitting 2 3-point shots, keeping themselves right in the game. They are undersized in this matchup. Shocking to see Hunter Dickinson's only got 2 points so far tonight. Eli Brooks, the top scorer, he has got 8 points so far. So half of the points by Michigan going through Brooks. Oh, that's pretty cool there. Barbecue ribs, soup, and macaroni salad. That's awesome there, man. Vegas, what's good? Welcome to the stream here. Right now, I've yet to call like any part of the game because there's a ball game on my TV right now. They overlapped it. For some reason, the Tennessee-Purdue game is running extremely late, so this game is not on, and they put the Pitt-Michigan State game on at the moment. So this Michigan-UCF game I can't get for now until they swap out the ball game. Yeah, I'll put in my timeout slide since it's the first timeout of the game. Looks like Michigan's hit the last 4 shots that they've attempted from the floor for Michigan so far. Big game for both of these teams. UCF trying to prove themselves in this type of matchup here. Michigan out to a slow start this season as they are looking to get back on the right track and not suffer any more losses against teams that will happen to dampen the tournament resume to take a hit with it. Hey, there you go, Vegas. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I got that there, Jose. Sorry to hear there that it's raining. Alright, so looks like I got something up right now. We're going to come back to action here in just a minute. Warren, what's good? Welcome back in. 12:50 left to go in the first. Michigan up by 2. 16-14 is the score as we come out of the timeout. This game is at UCF out in Orlando, Florida. Michigan will get the inbound. Frankie Collins bounce pass it over to the free throw circle to Brooks. Now Brandon Johns has it, bounce pass over to Collins. Collins dribbles around the perimeter. Crossover. Drives down the lane inside. Bounce pass, and it will get deflected out of bounds by UCF. It stays Michigan ball. Touched out of bounds by CJ Walker, a transfer from Oregon. It's going to be 2 on the shot clock for Michigan. Underneath the hoop, Michigan looking to inbound. They pass to a wide open right corner. Brandon Johns Jr., too much dribbling, and the shot clock expires. He had 2 in the shot clock and decided not to take a shot as he was wide open at the right corner off the inbound. I took Michigan in this game. This would be unfortunate here for Michigan if they do lose this game. I took them by 7, 72-65 was my prediction. UCF has the possession at the left wing perimeter. Handing it off to number 11, Tyon Freedom. Freedom's spin move as he moves it outside to Perry. Darius Perry, transfer from Louisville, lobs it inside. Pro Hop puts up the shot off the glass, no good by Jameel Reynolds, and rebound defensively by Michigan, pushing tempo. Bounce pass behind the defense, and a blocking foul. It will send Caleb Houston to the free throw line now for Michigan. It's on Freeman, who picks up the blocking foul. Clock will stop with 11:53. And we'll head to another media timeout once again. 16-14 once again the score. Michigan by 2. What's good, Tyler in the stream? Welcome in. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching today, being a part here in the stream. And feel free to vote if you'd like to do so as well. UCF has been pretty shocking this season for them. I know it's only non-conference play, but just 2 losses, and they lost to Oklahoma by 3. So that's their only home loss this year. They're 5-1 on their home court. Yeah, this is one that Michigan desperately needs to get. If they lose this is going to take down their resume a ton. Like, there's not much good college basketball games tonight, but there's no ranked teams in action tonight. Nobody in the top 25 is playing today. There was supposed to be Arizona UCLA after this game. That was supposed to be a really good game, but that game got postponed. And then USC was supposed to host Arizona State. And Gonzaga's game against San Diego got postponed. So Tennessee, Purdue, they're still playing right now for college football. 11 seconds left to go in the Music City Bowl. 90 combined points. Both of these offenses over 600 yards total in the game. Michigan State already scored in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl against Pittsburgh, not even 2 minutes in. We come back from the timeout, 16-14 the score. Should be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Musa Diabate, freshman, 5-star recruit, top 20 in the class of 2021. First shot at the line by Diabate. As it is up and it's good. Second shot, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound goes to UCF. UCF with a possession as they'll take it past half court. Darius Perry hands it off to Darren Green, the top scorer of the season for UCF. Lobs it, deflected underneath their own hoop, out of bounds. Last touch by Michigan. They were looking for Tyron Freeman for an opportunity for an alley-oop. Wasn't able to get it to him cleanly, though. Inbound to the corner for UCF. Reynolds gets the inbound, passes out to the top to CJ Walker. And that pass too tall off the fingertips of Tyron Freeman, and it goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for UCF. Michigan pushes it up the court. And the Wolverines will slide it outside to Frankie Collins. Collins swings it, deflected, looking for Dickinson. This ball on the near side gets intercepted. Darius Perry, the one with a steal. He turns the corner, drives down inside the paint, puts it up, and no good off the glass, but got fouled. And this will result in 2 free throws coming up by Darius Perry of UCF. It's a blocking foul charge to Terrence Williams of Michigan. In Tennessee in the Music City Bowl, just looking for a prayer with 2 seconds left to go. Really good team shooting at the free throw line this season for UCF at over 79%. Top 10 nationally. Missed the first one, though, by Perry, and he hits the second free throw. Michigan will dribble past half court with the ball. Frankie Collins moves it out to the top. Terrence Williams back out to Collins. Over to Brooks. Brooks pump fake top of the key. He's defended. Swings it out, right corner Collins, and he bounce passes it off to Dickinson. Dickinson is double teamed, gets past his defenders, and tries to throw down a dunk, got fouled. And Hunter Dickinson should be coming up to shoot 2 at the free throw line. So he powered his way inside. Hard fall, number 21 of UCF, slipping down right on the court. CJ Walker with a hard fall on his backside. Tennessee is going to see if they can win it with a 56-yard field goal in the Music City Bowl, and the game's tied up at 45. Dickinson about to shoot 2 at the line. First one, he hits. And second shot's good by Dickinson. Almost midway through the first half. UCF down by 4, shooting a 3 at the left wing. Goes off the back rim. The follow is good, though. Second chance opportunity, able to cash it in for UCF. Michigan by 2. Devontae Jones transfer from Coastal Carolina, now the main ball handler. Jones dribbles towards the right, around the perimeter. Bounce pass top of the key, Dickinson. Dickinson hands it off outside. Going to swing it out to the right corner. Launch three by Jones off the mark. Offensive rebound, Dickinson. At the right baseline, backs his way. Spin move. Dickinson underneath his triple team. Puts up a shot off the back rim. Ripped away, though. Offensive rebound. Pull down and put back up and in. Devontae Jones with a putback. And Michigan goes up by 4 again. UCF has it around the perimeter. Bounce pass to the left baseline, Jamil Reynolds. He backs his way inside on Dickinson. Reynolds, turnaround jumper. Tough one, no good. Couldn't get it to fall off the front rim. And Michigan has the ball, pushing tempo, driving. Right down the lane, dump off underneath Collins. Over to his teammate, scores up and in off the glass. Now Michigan up by 6. Tennessee just missed the field goal as time expired, so it's going into overtime between Tennessee and Purdue. UCF has it at the top of the key, Jamil Reynolds. Reynolds passes over to Isaiah Adams. Drives, no good. Missed the layup with the left hand. Defensive rebound picked up by Michigan. Wolverines have the ball. Pass ahead. Out of control in the layup motion by Zeb Jackson off the backboard. No good. UCF comes back with the ball again. At the left wing, launching. Adams a 3. Off the mark, no good. And both of these teams trying to get some type of rhythm going on offensively. Missing quite a bit of shots lately. Devontae Jones picks up his 5th rebound of the night. Collins, the main ball handler now for Michigan. Passes top of the free throw circle, Dickinson. Dickinson looking for a cutter. Couldn't get one, though, with Brandon Johns Jr. Hands it off at the top to Collins. Collins at the top of the free throw circle. Swings it down inside to Dickinson, and it will result in a UCF reaching foul. It's on Freeman. The clock will stop with 8:10. Michigan on the far side around their perimeter. They get the inbounds. Musa Diabate back in the game, number 14, had a tremendous start to lead things off in action for Diabate tonight. He's got himself 6 points. Wolverines attack. Pump fake underneath. Diabate puts it up off the side of the glass. Gets his own rebound back. He gets stripped on the court with the ball rolling around. And it will be a turnover by Diabate of Michigan. So UCF right now hanging in this game as we'll take another timeout on the court. 23-17, 7:48 left to go before halftime. Michigan up by 6. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, being a part here on the stream tonight. I cover play-by-play basketball games, college hoops, also NBA games as well. And right now, UCF on the scoring drought. Last 2 minutes, 40 seconds. They have yet to score. Keeping it, though, a close contest through their defense. Despite UCF struggling so far. They've been able to force 5 turnovers. UCF with only 1 turnover currently. If Cincinnati beat Alabama, would it be the biggest upset in college football? It'd be the biggest one ever in college football playoff history. That's for sure. I think the biggest upset in college football history has to be App State against Michigan. What's good, Brian? Welcome in, man. Right now, we're just in the timeout. 23-17 the score. We're just waiting for Tennessee versus Purdue to finish up their football game as well. They're going into overtime currently. Man, talk about like a 5-hour college football game. It's crazy. Michigan State and Pitt are already tied up at 7. They're midway through the first quarter, and this Purdue-Tennessee game is still going on. My favorite quarterback's Tom Brady. So even though I'm a Patriots fan, doesn't play for the Patriots anymore. Always been a Brady fan. We got back to action. 7:40 left to go in the first. As UCF lets the ball roll all the way into their backcourt. It's a backcourt violation by the Knights. Vaughn, welcome in here, man. Michigan gets possession. They pass it over to the right wing perimeter, Terrence Williams. Williams bounce pass, right corner. Pump fake, Brooks dribbles up, swings it out to the top. Williams takes the 3 straight away, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Big soaring rebound. Picked up by number 0, Darius Johnson for UCF. Johnson moves it out to the top. Darren Green passes to the right wing perimeter over to Mahon. Mahon takes a 3, right corner, off the mark, no good. Defensive board picked up by Devontae Jones of Michigan. Michigan now with the ball, 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Bounce pass over to Diabate. Diabate moves it over as they will take a 3 back to Diabate, no good, missed around the rim and out. Michigan's been struggling this season shooting the 3 ball. Ever since they had the departure of Isaiah Livers in the offseason, it took away a lot of the perimeter attack. And also Mike Smith as well shot the ball really well from the outside last year. UCF has it at the left elbow. They power their way into the key. Hook shot rolls around the rim. Stood still at the back rim, and it goes down for UCF to put themselves within 4. UCF on their home court hanging in there right now as Michigan getting some pressure in their backcourt. They're able to take it past the half-court logo. Terrence Williams passes to a cutter, driving. Brooks off the side of the rim, no good. Johns gets the rebound back. He gets denied out of bounds. Major rejection by UCF, number 21, C.J. Walker, a transfer from Oregon. They got a couple of key transfers on this team that have played at the Power Conference level prior to coming over to UCF. Walker from Oregon, Darius Perry from Louisville. And with 6 minutes left to go, Michigan will get the inbound in the far side of the court around their corner perimeter. Michigan with a possession. Jones passes to the left wing. 3 taken. No good. Hit the rim short. Off the mark by Caleb Houston. Defensive board picked up by UCF, and Michigan picks up a foul. Off the rebound, it's going to be assessed to Eli Brooks. Brooks currently the top scorer for Michigan tonight. He picks up his first personal foul of the game. Eli Brooks has got 8 points. UCF attacking, driving down the lane. Miss layup, but they draw the foul. And Darius Perry will head to the free throw line coming up to shoot 2. Tennessee-Purdue college football is still in overtime. As Tennessee is striking at the 2-yard line, they get a run. Yeah, for UCF, they just have to keep on winning. I think Auburn's a really good team. What I saw from last night from Auburn, that was extremely impressive. They got a ton of size in Auburn. And that was the biggest loss this season for UCF was at Auburn, where they lost by 17. They lost by 3 at home. They only had 1 home loss against Oklahoma. So that's where the 2 losses have been against, is Auburn, who's ranked at number 11, Oklahoma just outside the top 25, and Michigan. Chance here for UCF to make the nation notice. Michigan's right now currently not ranked, but receiving votes at number 31. First shot missed at the line by Perry. Second shot is good. And it's a 3-point game. Yeah, I'm ready for New Year's tomorrow. In the backcourt, Michigan being pressured, able to take it past half court on the far side was Houston. They give it out to the corner to number 2, Kobe Buffkin, who shoots a 3 and hits it. Going off the bench to get some points. That's going to be a deep 2. His foot was on the line by Buffkin. UCF once again, dribble drive attack, kick out to the corner, 3. And that goes down. Darren Green, the left corner, drills the triple. Darren Green, the top scorer, putting up just below 15 points per game this season for UCF. Jones to Brooks, back over to Jones. Moves it out to the right wing to Brandon Johns Jr. Now inside the post. Puts it up, no good. Dickinson off the mark. Missed the shot. And the ball gets rebounded by UCF. Central Florida has it at the left wing with Perry. Moves it off to the top. Stop, pop, jumper, no good. Air ball, offensive rebound, right place, right time, but over the rim. Out of control was Mbake Jong. Trying to go up for the putback as he couldn't hit the rim. Michigan, 3 straight away, no good. Open look, Frankie Collins couldn't connect. They're having a ton of trouble this season from 3-point range, shooting just 34% as a team. Michigan 38% at the moment, UCF 35%. And it's been a lot of problems offensively for Michigan this season. And once again today, slow start, bounce pass, right elbow, and Mbake Jong. Inside, puts up the shot over Dickinson, forces the air ball. Rebound picked up by Michigan. Wolverines with a possession. Under 4 minutes left to play. 3 is good. Straight away from the top of the key. It is Devontae Jones, transfer from Coastal Carolina, as he's got 5 points. Michigan leads by 5. Top of the key 3 missed by UCF. Deflected underneath, picked up by Buffkin with a defensive rebound for Michigan. Buffkin pushes it into the hands to Brooks. Now moves it out to Johns. Johns passes out to the top, catch and fire straight away. Collins no good off the mark. And defensive rebound pulled down by CJ Walker. UCF moves it on transition. 3 themselves, that's good. Catch and fire triple. Darren Green back within 2 for UCF on their home court. Looking for a statement in this game to see if they can pull out a W against a big-name school. Huge rejection by Mbake Jong. Michigan able to get the ball back, though, and Devontae Jones scores underneath. Off the block. 4-point lead by Michigan. 2:57 left to go in the first half. First half going by extremely quick so far. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. Got a great matchup between these two teams. All right, thanks so much for joining in. Final stream of the year 2021. Appreciate all for coming out. And it's been an incredible year. I'd like to thank you guys for being a part of this amazing community. Eli Brooks, the top scorer for Michigan. He's got himself 8 points so far, making 2 threes. They are only 3 for 10 from the perimeter so far. UCF, Darren Green's got 14 points, hitting his season average in this game. And number 2 and 3 scorers only got 4 with Mahan and Adams. Hey, that's cool there. Got me on the speaker. Yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, that was a real tough one. I remember that whole season. The Patriots had won the Giants. I think it was in December, like one of the last weeks. The Patriots beat the Giants, and then in the Super Bowl came up short. I remember the Tyree catch with the call by Joe Buck for the Super Bowl that year. Most crushing moment in Boston sports history. $14 of straight ball games there for Vaughn, looks like. And it continues. Tennessee and Purdue. This game is tied. Purdue wins with a score as Purdue is going to kick what could be potentially the game-winning field goal from the left. They got a bunch of different hashes, actually. Look like the left hash at first. They have an additional hash, too. It's going to be a 38-yard attempt. That would be a no there, Vaughn. That's the equivalent of you and Clemson as basically me and the Giants. (30-26) the score. We get back to action. UCF now down by 5 as Michigan hits the free throw. 2:40 left to go in the first. Central Florida with the ball. Freeman puts it into the hands to C.J. Walker. Walker lost the handle in the corner, though stepping on the bounce was Brooks, and it will stay Knights basketball. And Purdue has just won it in overtime. Game-winning field goal. 48-45 over Tennessee in the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. That three is well short, airballed out of bounds by UCF. Michigan takes a pass half court. Drive, kick out to the corner. Slide to the left, 3 in the air. Caleb Houston off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound picked up, though, by Brooks. Bounce passes off to Dickinson. Dickinson backs his way inside the low post from Michigan. He is swarmed, and a big fella goes through the defenders to tear it down with a two-handed jam at the rack. 7-point lead for Michigan. Under 2 minutes left to play before halftime. At the top now driving, Darren Green, jumper, he's got 16. Keeping UCF in this game. As we are under 2 minutes left to play before halftime, number 22 of UCF, Darren Green, coming up in a big way. Over his season average in the first half alone. Wolverines with the ball. At the right wing perimeter, number 22 of Michigan is Caleb Houston, 5-star recruit, number 11 recruit in the class of 2021. They give it out to Buffkin. Passes out to the top. Now dribble, drive, puts one up. No good, but a tip in. A little bit of help from Dickinson as that goes down. Landon, welcome back in, man. 1 minute left to play in the first. One dribble underneath. Count it. And one coming up by UCF at the free throw line. It's the big man transfer from UNLV, Mbake Jong, who makes the field goal underneath. 1:04 left to play in the first. One shot coming up by 6'11" senior Mbake Dong from Dakar, Senegal. And his free throw is good. Probably not, Vaughn. I'm going to be doing a lot of catch-up work for tomorrow myself. Dickinson puts the ball into the hands to Frankie Collins past half court. Collins slows it down. 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Michigan with the ball, dribbles right baseline. Underneath the hoop is Collins. Collins swings it out to the right wing. They move it out to the right corner. Big fella Dickinson takes a three that's not even close. He's not the one that should be a three-point shooter in that instance, as UCF has possession at the free throw circle. Driving, blocked, and Michigan Goes out of bounds with it. It's going to stay UCF ball. Timeout taken on the floor by UCF. 30.8 seconds left to play in the first half. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in right now. And we'll go on the timeout. Dakota, welcome in. Sorry to hear that, man. UCF gets the inbound with Darius Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. 20 seconds left to go before halftime. He moves it out to the left wing into the hands to Walker. Walker hands it around the perimeter. Perry, top of the key, passes off to Darren Green. Gives it over, pump fake underneath. The big fella puts one up, blocked by Dickinson. And Michigan has the ball with 8 seconds left to go before half. Driving straight down the lane. Collins puts it up high off the glass. Oh, what a pass. One feed. Down the lane. Throws down the dunk. I don't think it's going to count, though, by UCF. They count it initially right now. So they put 33 in the board. We're going to have to see if that does count. But oh, my goodness. What a pass. During a 90-mile-per-hour baseball one-handed pass. All the way down the court. It is Darius Johnson, number 0, the one who chucked down that pass. Let's see here. Clock is rolling down. When did he dunk it? When did it go through? And that is extremely close with that dunk by Darius Perry. Darius to Darius with a connection. I don't think he got that. I don't think he scored there by Darius Perry, but wow, they have it right now, 33. It didn't hit the rim, and that's exactly what I thought. So milliseconds too late, they erase away the bucket. That could be a big one tonight. So it has been confirmed that bucket will not count. The slam dunk at the end of the half buzzer was 1/10 of a second late. Crusher for UCF gives away 2 points off the board as we enter in half, and this is a close competitive game, 35-31. Fahad in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, Michigan. I thought Michigan would be a really good team this season. I was impressed by Hunter Dickinson last year, and it's basically been mostly him this year. He's got 8 points so far, 4 rebounds in the block. Devontae Jones, 7.7 rebounds, but they lost a ton with their firepower from the outside last year. They lost a bunch. Isaiah Livers, Mike Smith, 2 really good players, and could knock down perimeter shots, and they're having a hard time trying to get to that level this season, knocking down outside opportunities. Just 4 for 12 tonight from 3-point range. UCF in this game saving themselves, only turning it over 3 times. And UCF as a team has made 4 3-point shots out of 12 attempts. And Darren Green Jr., he is the one who has put his team on his back, 16 points, making 4 threes in the first half for UCF. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in, being a part here in the stream. This is my final stream of the year, by the way, so thanks all who came out, supported in the year of 2021. You guys were the real MVPs. A Cram on the stream, welcome in. Happy New Year as well. Feel free to vote in the poll. Who do you got in this game, Michigan or UCF, as we're currently at halftime? Brown is leading Maryland in the final minute of the first half. 37-33 is the score. Richmond is trailing St. Joseph's 38-32. So not really much going on tonight as far as Power Conference basketball on the day before New Year's Eve. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Dakota. You might still want to watch some NFL games though. Yeah, my last stream of 2021. That's where the real football matters, is NFL games. Yeah, hope so there, Vegas. I'm going in optimistic. Let's see what we got right now. Very few games tonight for NBA. Warriors Nuggets got postponed. Denver only had 8 players. Sixers leading the Nets 47-41 in NBA action. Bucks over the Magic 51-38, and the Cavs and the Wizards are now tied up at 43 even. All three of those games are in the second quarter at the moment. Not really much going on as far as like sports tonight. Cody in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, I'm hoping that 2021 or 2022 as we enter it in, going to be a much better year hopefully coming up this year. Huge game as far as like making a statement for UCF on their home court. And they've played Michigan close all throughout this game so far. How would I rate 2021 from 1 to 10? I'd probably give it a 3. Yeah, 2020 gets a 0. This year I give it a 3 because it was much better, but there's still a lot more work. Well, a ton more work that needs to be done. What's good, PB Baller in the stream? Midi Hoop Basketball is his channel name. Welcome back in, man. Right now we're just at halftime. Michigan started out extremely high in the preseason polls. They started out the preseason, they were number 6. They got up to as high as number 4 on the week of November 15th, and then dropped back after that when they lost against Seton Hall in the first loss they had, and then they lost against Arizona by 18. And then they also lost at North Carolina 72-51, and then they lost against Minnesota by 10. So it's been a tough season for Michigan as far as knocking down shots. Defensively, they haven't had their best season as well defensively. Last year, they were a solid defensive team. They lost a good amount in the offseason, though. I thought Hunter Dickinson would be the one that would take this team up soaring. He's had a pretty solid season, though in the games that, like the one against UNC where they got shredded, he got into deep foul trouble, and there wasn't really much help out otherwise to help out once Dickinson got into that foul trouble. I think my next stream is going to be on New Year's. I believe it's Providence against DePaul for my next stream. It will be another one, Vaughn. I think it's gonna be another doctor that will be on the big screen, but not that one as much. I'm thinking about a couple other names. Brown's going to be leading at halftime over Maryland, 39-35. Like, those were the two teams in the Big Ten that I thought would be much better, and they haven't performed well to expectations so far between Michigan and Maryland. I'm going to release the results of the poll currently. 82% voted for Michigan, 18% for UCF. I mean, Michigan's got the size in this matchup. They're +7 on the glass currently, 25-18. UCF staying in this game because they've only turned it over 3 times. But nobody's led by double digits tonight. Michigan largest lead was 7, and UCF got out to a 2-point lead early. Dylan, welcome in. Yeah, they waved off the slam dunk at the end. UCF's a good free throw shooting team. If they can get to the line here in the second half, they're 5 for 7 in the first half at free throws. They might have a chance tonight. I covered a game when Michigan got crushed against North Carolina. Michigan got into deep foul trouble that night, and Hunter Dickinson happened to fall out in that game. He's yet to pick up a foul tonight. Michigan's got 5 personal fouls as a team, and UCF's also picked up 5 fouls in the first half. 2 fouls picked up by Caleb Houston of Michigan, and then for UCF, nobody's picked up 2 so far, and 3 of those fouls have been by players off the bench for UCF. Yeah, no problem, Dylan. Welcome to the stream, man. We have people from all over on the channel internationally. Christian, welcome back in. Yeah, at least we got fans in the stands. Hopefully it continues, because I know for Canada, for hockey, they've reduced capacity for fans in the stands. So hopefully we're able to build that number once again. I predict Golden State right now to win the title. So I've got Golden State winning the championship. My NBA Finals prediction is Golden State over Brooklyn in the final. Ooh, good question. What conference do I think will win the SEC Big 12 Challenge? I'm going to go to all those games and make my predictions. Jay Ramirez in the stream. Welcome in, man. Yeah, this has been a really good game. Wow, Kentucky, Kansas. That's going to be a good game. So Kentucky is at Kansas. I'm going to take Kentucky in that one, even though they're on the road at Kansas. I think Oscar Tshiebwe could be a difference maker in that matchup. So that's one for the SEC. Tennessee at Texas. Really good game once again. There's a lot of great games. Yeah, I'd take Kentucky, Kansas is going to be the best game. I've been impressed by Tennessee as well. Texas, I feel like it's going to take them a little bit more time to build up. That team is mostly transfers for Texas, and they're all about offense for that team. So I'll go Tennessee in that game. LSU, TCU. TCU's at home. I'll go TCU. I think TCU's being slept on a ton right now. I wasn't too high after last night on LSU on their performance. Texas Tech, Mississippi State. This is a toss-up. Really is. I like Texas Tech though. They're a tough team. Really tough team for Texas Tech. That should be a close game. That's a good matchup. Iowa State, Missouri. That's going to be Iowa State. Based on how they're playing. I've got Baylor over Alabama. West Virginia at Arkansas. Man. I know Arkansas is not playing that well right now. They get a home game though, so I'll take Arkansas. Florida, Oklahoma State. I feel like Florida has more meaning into that. Oklahoma State's not playing for an NCAA tournament bid this year. Auburn. I like Auburn over Oklahoma. That's 5 for the SEC. And then Ole Miss, Kansas State. I'll take Ole Miss. So that is 6-4 SEC. I got for my prediction. As we start out the second half, it's going to be UCF with the ball. They go left to right in the court first. Dribble, drive, attack down the lane, dump off underneath, and cannot get the bucket off the side of the rim. Missed shot by Mbake Jong, and the rebound goes to Michigan. AF, welcome in. Yes. My prediction, I had Michigan in this one a little bit more than 3, winning the game. Kick out to the left corner. Houston moves it around the perimeter. Brooks to the top. 3-point shot taken and hits it by Devontae Jones to lead things off for Michigan. Yeah, my prediction was Michigan by 5. 72. Or no, Michigan by 7. 72-65. And now they're up by 7 as UCF lost the handle. Driving to the bucket underneath. The ball go back over to Michigan. Most surprising team so far, I'd have to say Iowa State. Last year, they went winless in the Big 12. They went 0-18. This year, they're undefeated for Iowa State this year. Like, they've come out of nowhere. This is a get-it-right type of game for Michigan. And UCF is like a sneaky opponent. Pass underneath, pump fake in off the glass. That's one that they have to have with Eli Brooks. Missed the wide open bucket. Late contest by UCF. Deflected out of bounds. And it's going to stay Michigan ball. Andrew, welcome in. Baylor's got Alabama. That game is at Alabama. It's concerning right now with Alabama. Last night they barely got by Tennessee, and Tennessee missed 2 of their starters. It was a bounce pass to the cutting Musa Diabate, and he got fouled. As Diabate will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 coming up from Michigan. Looking to extend on this lead. First shot hits it. I actually don't speak French. I used to know like a little bit of Spanish. I did take like a couple courses back in school for Spanish. My family is half Portuguese and half Spanish. My mom's side is from the Azores, and my grandfather on my dad's side, he came from Mexico. Michigan picks up their first personal foul in the second half. Reaching in the corner perimeter. UCF will get the inbound underneath the hoop. It's going to be Darius Perry, number 2. Inbounds it off to Mbake John. They give it on the outside, turning the corner, floating up a shot, missed by Mahan, but draws the contact. And Brandon Mahan will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots for UCF. That would be a no there, Vaughn, but I know somebody who definitely would love to learn more about Korean. First shot by Mahan, it's good. Tomorrow I'm going to go Alabama and Georgia. Second shot, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Defensive board picked up by Hunter Dickinson. Yeah, I agree with you, Christian. This year just flew right by. 18 minutes left to go in the second. Michigan up as they lead 40-32. Dump off underneath and a throwdown. Two-handed jam by Hunter Dickinson to put up Michigan by 10, and they come up and steal the inbounds. Michigan once again will slow it down. Devontae Jones with the ball, 20 in the shot clock. Dribbles, drives, down the lane. Jones puts it up, no good. Missed it, but the putback is good by Eli Brooks, and this is the largest lead of the night by Michigan. 44-32 with 17.5 remaining, and a timeout taken on the floor by UCF. Following up shots, getting rebounds. 12-4 on the offensive glass in favor of Michigan. Michigan leading the rebound advantage, plus 11, 29-18. And that's been the difference maker in this game. Second chance points ringing in right now for Michigan. As we will go on the timeout. Second chance points in favor of Michigan. 14-5 points in the paint as well. 20-5 for Michigan. Yeah, so my goals for 2022. I'm trying to work my way up eventually to buy a house, hopefully coming up this year. That's like the big goal of mine that I have. Every single day I've been working hard trying to save up as much as possible. Just gotta keep your mind set to it and keep on the grind every single day. I don't have like a clock set up because I've seen a couple other streamers do it, but you have to like do the clock manually because I don't think it sets up with how I like announce the game or so, because I think we're like 30 seconds behind through YouTube and stuff when I do cover it. We got 17:29 left to go. Michigan, the largest lead at the moment tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate everyone for being a part here in the stream. Yeah, I hope so, Vaughn. I'm trying to get on the route to that or so. Yeah, so Darius Perry transferred from Louisville, and he is one of the key players for UCF this year. Perry having a tough night scoring-wise, though. He's only scored 2 points, both at the free throw line. 0 for 6 shooting. He's got himself 4 assists. Came into the game top 5 in the American in assists per game, averaging 5.2. Hunter Dickinson, Devontae Jones, Eli Brooks, all with 10 points each for Michigan. Starting to get into a rhythm, and second chance points have been a big favor in Michigan here to start out the second half. Yeah, you kind of need to get a job to be able to get a house. Inbound coming up for UCF, down by 12. They lob it over to the free throw circle. It is C.J. Walker. Puts into the hands of Darren Green. Now it's outside of Darius Johnson. Johnson dribbles right block, flings it out to the left wing. Catch and fire, 3 in the air. Delivers by UCF out of the timeout. Brandon Mahan hits the triple. That's 3-point make number 5 tonight. Both of the teams have made 5 threes from outside. Michigan with the ball. Jones. Bounce pass underneath and fouled. Diabate gets fouled with a reach-in picked up by UCF. Clock will stop with 16:50. Michigan gets the inbound to a cut kick out. Brooks to Diabate. 3 is good. Starting to move the ball here in the second half for Michigan. By 12, once again, they lead. UCF has possession. As that ball gets poked from behind in the corner, goes out of bounds. Michigan with 4 separate players scoring at double figures. Dickinson with 10. Jones with 10. Diabate hit the 3. He's up to 11, leading the way. And Eli Brooks has got 10 points as well. 16.5 left to go. UCF off the inbound. They move it out to the top of the key. Swing it out, left wing perimeter, dribbling up, jumper, connects, deep 2. It is Brandon Mahan with back-to-back jump shots going down for UCF. Devontae Jones, the ball handler for Michigan. Jones puts it out the top to Dickinson. Dickinson moves it out, left wing perimeter to Buffkin. He turns the corner, floats up a tough shot, gets fouled. And Kobe Buffkin will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. 16:02 left to play. Second personal foul picked up in the night by Darren Green Jr. of UCF. First shot by Buffkin, that is good. Second shot by Buffkin is good. By 12 once again for Michigan. 16 minutes left to go. UCF has possession. Handoff around the perimeter. Green at the top of the key, over to Mahan. Pump fake, takes the 3 straight away and connects. They put themselves back within single digits once again for UCF. Devontae Jones, the ball handler, takes it past half court for Michigan. Gives it over to Dickinson. Dickinson at the right elbow. Looks to hand it off. He makes the bounce pass right corner. Dribbles towards his left. Devontae Jones passes right corner perimeter. It is Buffkin who has it. Deflected out of bounds in the corner off of Buffkin. And it will stay Michigan basketball. Timeout taken on the floor. 49-40 as we reach the media timeout. 15:26 left to go in the second half. Michigan with a 9-point lead. Alright, if you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in. This is my final stream of 2021, by the way, and it's been a pleasure being able to call games here on the channel once again. Basketball action throughout the season. We've grown so much. Over 4 million views we've had on the channel and over 11,000 subscribers in the year 2021. You guys have made it unbelievable. An incredible experience. Let's see. Projected order finish in SEC. I'm going to take Kentucky at the top right now. So I'm going to go Kentucky at the top. Auburn will be second. I'm going Kentucky because they've got the experience. Different type of Kentucky team. Auburn's an extremely young team, but they are talented. And they got a bunch of size on Auburn. Really good team they have. I've been impressed by Tennessee. I think Tennessee is probably going to finish third. Alabama, if they can bounce back, probably going to be fourth for Alabama. Maybe LSU. Mississippi State wouldn't get them out of the equation for Mississippi State. So I think they're going to be in that grouping as well. Like 4, 5, 6 for Mississippi State. And LSU as well is just, they don't have much size for LSU. I think that's going to hurt them when they take on bigger teams. Alabama struggles defensively, but they've seemed to figure it out in their schedule for Alabama. Last year, they started to figure things out. If they can drop down their threes, they can be dangerous, but right now they're having a hard time making their threes, which was not the case when they had won against Gonzaga. Give you a bold prediction for 2022 is that you stay put in California. There you go. That would not be a happy one though. Yeah, Florida. I feel like Florida is gonna finish behind that grouping of Alabama, LSU, Mississippi State. I think they're going to get better and better throughout the course of the season. And I think the last grouping after that's probably going to be Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Texas A&M, closing out the back half of the conference. Or no, I forgot Arkansas. I'd have Arkansas above Ole Miss and South Carolina. Arkansas is another team that's in the categories Alabama. Like, question marks all over the place, especially in the defensive side of the basketball that they have. Ole Miss, South Carolina, Texas A&M. Vanderbilt, Missouri, Georgia. That's the bottom of the SEC for my prediction. We're back to action here. 15-15 left to go in the second. Missed jumper, deep 2 by Michigan. Goes back to UCF with a rebound. Drive and kick, left corner, 3 in the air. Missed off the mark by C.J. Walker. Defensive rebound picked up by Michigan. Wolverines dribble past half court with Eli Brooks. Brooks bounce pass into the hands to Devontae Jones. Edge of the UCF logo. Jones defended at the top by Mahan. Now dribbles right elbow. Pick set by Dickinson. They swing it outside the perimeter. 3-point shot by Buffkin off the back rim. No good. Defensive board picked up by Mahan. Mahan at the top. Able to slip away past Devontae Jones. Now it's over to the right corner to Walker. Walker dribbles inside, shovels it to the top of the key. 3-point shot, drills it. It is good by Darren Green off the shovel pass straight away at the top. And it's a 6-point game. UCF starting to come alive, and we still got quite a bit of time remaining. 14-10 left to go tonight. Michigan now with the ball. Top of the free throw circle, Dickinson. Dickinson looks to hand it off. He will put it back behind him into the hands to Brooks. Brooks turns the corner, swings it out to the top. Open three straight away. Diabate way off the mark, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by UCF under 14 minutes left to play. Had a tremendous look at it, and Musa Diabate could not connect. UCF, top of the key, driving. Mahan dribbles back outside, three in the air. Money! Back-to-back threes by UCF, and now they're down by 3. Once down by double digits, is a 49-46 game. And a timeout taken by Michigan. 13:40 left to go in the second. And UCF ain't done just yet as they have started to explode on their home court. 9-zip run over the course of the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Hey, thanks so much, Malika. Really appreciate it for everyone who joined in on these streams in 2021. They were awesome. Ryan, welcome back in here, man. Best of luck there tonight. UCF hanging in this game. 2 players going off. It is number 22 for UCF, Darren Green. He has got 19 points, surpassing his season average. And then Brandon Mahan, he's got 16 points. Both of them have made all the 3-point shots tonight. Darren Green is 5 for 7 from 3. Brandon Mahan is 3 for 5 from 3-point range. It is the 3-point shot single-handedly keeping UCF in this ball game, making 8 threes out of 16 attempts. Michigan is 6 for 16 from the perimeter. Nine-zip run by UCF, inbound for Michigan. We come out of the timeout. 13.5 left to go in the second. Michigan slows down the ball. Devontae Jones looks to pass it someplace inside, swings it out to the perimeter. Diabate puts it back into the hands of Jones. Jones double-teamed over to Diabate. Dribbles up at the free throw circle. Puts the ball into the hands of Buffkin. Buffkin double-team bounce pass. Lost the handle to the corner, out of bounds. And that will be last touch by UCF, the referees say. So we'll stay with Michigan. 13-12 left to go. Jones will be the inbound passer. Devontae Jones today, just 1 assist. 1 turnover for Jones, who's been the lead point guard this season. This pass, not a good one. Stolen away by UCF. They go coast to coast and dunk it down. Oh, another steal. Back-to-back slam dunks to the rim by UCF, and they take the lead. Inexcusable ball handling right there by Michigan. Absolutely despicable. And the clock will stop with 12:52 left to play in the second. What a choke we have right here by the Wolverines. They were up by double digits 1 point. It's a 3-point shot taken by Brooks, got deflected around the perimeter, swiped up by Darren Green. He got the steal and cashed it home for the dunk. Darren Green's got 21 points, and then off the ensuing inbound, right place, right time, it's CJ Walker who had the ball thrown right to him and throws it down underneath his own hoop. Michigan will try it again. Jones passes out to the top to Dickinson. Dickinson, spin move, free throw circle, gives it out to the perimeter once again. Terrence Williams dribbles outside. This is a 15-2 run for UCF. Dickinson is swarmed. Hook shot in the post, and he scores. Ty, welcome in, man. This has been a great game. Approaching the 12-minute mark left to go. Michigan led as many by 12 at one point in the second half. Powering in their way inside. That is good. Bucket going down. Jameel Reynolds, number 4. Count it and 1. He's going to head to the free throw line for UCF. 12-12 left to go. Still plenty of time in this game, and the scoring has been picking up. 17-2 scoring run now by UCF. They made their last 5 straight shots from the floor. 1 free throw at the line by Reynolds. No good, missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked down by Terrence Williams of Michigan. Michigan with Dickinson, Williams, Devontae Jones, Caleb Houston, and Eli Brooks. Brooks has it at the top. He is double team. Moves it out to the left wing perimeter to Houston. Bounce pass left baseline. It is Dickinson. Dickinson backs his way. Swings it out right corner to the top. 3-point shot taken straight away. No good. Hit the rim short. Missed three. And this ball gets rebounded by UCF. They will slow it down at the left wing. Walker moves it out to Mahon. Over to Darius Johnson now for UCF. Passes to the right wing to Green. Deep range three. Oh, baby, he drills it. Steph Curry range by Darren Green, and he is playing out of his mind in this game. That is 3-point shot make number 6. 11:20 left to go, and UCF is leading by 4. Michigan with the ball. Stone cold confused. UCF throws out a double team, and Michigan will burn a timeout here with 11:12 left to play. Stone cold for Michigan on their perimeter shooting right now, and UCF getting red hot through 2 players. 9 made threes tonight as a team. Darren Green has made 6 threes out of 8 attempts. He's got 24 points. Brandon Mahan with 16 points, making the other 3 threes tonight. And UCF, through those 2, trail by 12, and now they're up by 4 on a media timeout. Dave on the stream, welcome in. Charleston and Needle, welcome back in. Dakota, enjoy the rest of your night, man. I'll see you in the new year. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in right now. UCF on a huge run. This is exactly what happened when I covered Michigan against UNC. They just sputter in the second half. They go stone cold, and they make so many mistakes turning it over, and that's what happened. Back-to-back possessions. They had a shot that got blocked, swiped away, and stolen and dunked by Darren Green Jr., and then off the ensuing inbound, they just had it stolen away. Inexcusable plays like that from Michigan, and then UCF goes in a point swing, and they took the lead. At that stage of the game, it was 50-49 when that all happened. Correction on that run. It's 18-2. So the run for UCF is 18-2 right now. In the last 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Perfect 6 for 6 shooting in that span. Not much going on as far as other college basketball games. Maryland leading Brown now 52-49. Wow, this is a shocking result right here. I don't know if Richmond's down players for this game or what, but they're getting destroyed by St. Joseph's. 64-41. St. Joseph's leads, and it's at Richmond. Richmond, I believe, has 7 seniors on their team. That's a tough one for Richmond right there. Because say if they were able to produce a solid record in the A10 and have very few losses in the A10 and have a good overall record, they might have a chance to get an at-large bid if they keep on winning out. But that's just a crushing one right there. Yeah, they would have to basically run the table. I'm not sure if there's going to be a team that does that, honestly, in the A10. Seeing that St. Bonaventure just got demolished against Virginia Tech a couple weeks ago, I think Davison might be the best one now to take that conference. Dayton's been like a seesaw. They beat Kansas. They've had a handful of bad losses, though. I've yet to answer it. We're still a little bit on the timeout. Going to get back here in just a moment. Let's see. I've got Duke finishing first. Second is up for grabs. I think eventually it's going to be UNC that finishes number 2 in the conference. And then after that, after them, I'm going to give Louisville the head-to-head now over Wake Forest. So I'm going to take Louisville at number 3, Wake Forest at 4. 5, I feel like Virginia's going to figure their way out in the conference. So I'll go Virginia number 5, Virginia Tech number 6. And then after that, probably Syracuse, Notre Dame, Clemson, NC State. Florida State's having a down season. So they're in the back half. As that's a 3 splash coming out of timeout by Michigan with a quick response. Puts it to a 1-point game. UCF driving, clear pathway, and laying it up and in. Open was Darius Johnson for the as easy as a 2 you could get driving down the lane. Ten and a half left to go in the second half. Still a lot of time remaining. Devontae Jones has the ball for Michigan. At the left wing perimeter, Jones defended by Darius Johnson of UCF. They push it out to the right wing. It's into the hands to Eli Brooks. Brooks dribbles up, turns the corner, floats up a shot. Tough one and banks it as he gets it over Garrett Green. Up in and off the backboard. 1-point game. UCF with the ball. Darius Johnson moves it outside to Darren Green Jr. Been the main one today with 24 points, the top scorer in the game. Bounce pass right elbow into the hands to Reynolds. Reynolds backs his way on Dickinson, and Dickinson gets called with a reach-in foul. And the game clock will stop with 9:53 left to play. That is Hunter Dickinson's second personal foul. UCF grabs the inbound. Reynolds dribbles towards his left around the perimeter. Hands it off to Brandon Mahan. Mahan's got 16 points. Looking for 19 as he takes the 3 and he hits it. They're going to say it's a deep 2 as he knocks it down. Brandon Mahan. Or that will be a 3. Yeah, I thought it was a 3. So it is a 3. 60-56 UCF. 9:20 left to go in the second. They push it out to the left corner. Brooks with a 3. No good off the mark. Missed by Michigan. Rebound picked up defensively for UCF. On their home court in Orlando, they get a 4-point lead. Once down by 12 points, now up by 4. They made their last 8 on the 9 shot attempts from the floor. 9 minutes left to go. They're shooting the ball at a ridiculous clip. 85% in the second half. Crossover, lost the handle, able to get it back with Mahan. It's Green who's got 24 points. Mahan with 19 for UCF. Dribble, jumper, deep, 2 shot. No good off the bottom right part of the backboard. Missed by Darius Johnson. Defensive rebound pulled down by Michigan. Pass ahead. Driving down the lane. And an offensive foul by Michigan. Terrence Williams runs over Jamil Reynolds, who takes the charge for UCF. And the ball will go right back to the Knights with 8:40 on the clock. What a game. John, welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in the stream. What a game here. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And attached to that, Michigan picks up a technical foul as well. So add on to that, free throws here at the line for UCF. That is on Jawan Howard for Michigan. Head coach gets picked up with a technical foul. And UCF, an extremely good free throw shooting team, 9th in all college basketball, and they make both of the free throws. That is costly right there. It's just a despicable display of coaching in the second half. Exactly what I saw when they covered that game against UNC. And exactly what I saw when they covered the Elite 8 game against UCLA, drawing up the final play where Franz Wagner was the one who took the 3-point shot. Made 0 sense, huh? 8:40 left to go. It's a 6-point lead for UCF. You're up by 12 points and you choke it off. And UCF gets the inbound. 8.5 minutes left to play. Driving right down the lane. Swinging it out to the left corner. Pump fake. Shovel pass, Perry moves it outside to Freeman. Now up to the top, Green dribbles, fade away, off the mark, the putback opportunity. No good off the glass by Perry. Defensive rebound pulled down by Michigan. Devontae Jones spots up with a 3 himself and delivers. That's a big time shot right there. 8 minutes left to go. Devontae Jones stepping up in a big way for Michigan. He's the top scorer with 16. UCF with the ball. Darius Johnson defended at the right wing perimeter. Now he dribbles on Brooks. Oh, what a shot right there. Rattles in mid-range and the key goes down. Nice move to get to the key by Darius Johnson of UCF. A 5-point lead for the Knights. And Michigan once again will slow down the basketball. Devontae Jones towards the left of perimeter. Now dribbles towards his right. Jones covered by Johnson. Passes out to the top. Wide open three straight away. And Brooks hits it. It's a 2-point game with 7:20 left to go. NB in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, they've been low-key solid this year for UCF. Good opportunity for them to get this matchup before they get into the actual chunk of their conference schedule. And Hunter Dickinson picks up his third personal foul. Reaching in at the low block defending as the game clock will stop with 7:04 left to go. And we will go on to another media timeout. It's a 2-point UCF lead. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. We got a ball game here tonight. Thanks so much all for joining in. This is my final stream of 2021, by the way. And what a way to end it with a game that's been this close and competitive all throughout the night. Let's see. How many conference wins do I think Louisville is going to make to need the ace to make the NCAA tournament? Probably go around 14. I predict. So yeah, probably 14 and 6 most likely, because of the non-conference slate didn't help, and then it all depends on like who you win and who you lose against in conference play. Say if they knock off Duke on Saturday, January 29th, then if they go 14 and 6, they should be able to make it in. And also, who knows with these games? That's if they play the full 20-game schedule for the conference. That's if all the games do take place. Hilda, welcome back in. I saw that score. That is shocking. That St. Joseph's is crushing Richmond, and Richmond has a handful of upperclassmen on the roster. That good to see for St. Joe's there. Let's see, my first time looking at them this year, 6-5 for St. Joe's. Well, yeah, they beat Georgetown, so they get a power conference victory. They've had some tough games in there too, USC and Villanova. They beat Temple by 19. It's shocking this season. A lot of these results. Brown's playing pretty close against Maryland, 62-55. Maryland's leading. That game's still going on. St. Joseph 75, Richmond 51. So that's one of the big shocking games in the moment tonight. If Louisville misses the tournament, do you think Chris Mack is going to get fired? Unfortunately, yes, I'd have to say. Yeah, when I watched the Western Kentucky game, I thought he should have done much more for his team in that game. It just didn't seem like they came out energized in that game. Like I saw him whenever the camera was panned on him, he kept on sitting down. And then I switched it over to the Providence UConn game, and both coaches Hurley and Cooley, they were up and they were fiery throughout that matchup. And Rick Stansberry for Western Kentucky, he was up getting his team ready, and just see Chris Mack in his seat throughout most of the matchup. Back to action. The free throw is good by UCF. They lead by 3. Corner jumper missed by Michigan. Battle for the rebound. Pinwheels around. UCF comes out with a defensive board. 6:35 left to go in the second. This has been a tremendous game tonight. UCF gets called, though, with the offensive foul. They turn it over. And that'll be their team's 4th. Michigan 6 fouls as a team. 6.5 minutes left to play. Devontae Jones having a nice night tonight. He's got 16 points. They move it over to the left corner. Caleb Houston passes out to the top of the key. Pump fake Williams back out to Houston. Houston dribbles. Drives inside. Missed it off the glass. Offensive rebound back. They couldn't finish, though. Off the glass the second time and missing. Rebound back to UCF. 6 minutes left to play. Darius Perry, former Louisville Cardinal, bounce pass left elbow to Jamil Reynolds, spin move, puts up a shot inside a key and hits it for the mid-range turnaround. UCF by 5. Michigan with the ball right back. Jones has it at the top of the key. Double teamed, moves it out to Brooks, dumps it inside Dickinson, and Dickinson gets fouled, bumped into by CJ Walker. Game clock will stop. 5:33 left to go in the second. A chance to show the world what you got in this game. At one point, Michigan was plus 10 points in the paint, 20-10 going into halftime. UCF is dominating points in the paint in the second half, 12-2. It's 22-22 total points in the paint right now. Michigan is swarmed at the right elbow. They move it around the perimeter now. Floating up a shot, missed off the glass, no good. Too strong by Devontae Jones. Defensive rebound pulled down by UCF. 5:15 left to play. UCF looking to steal a bid from the American. This is a start to that, to get them into the at-large conversation. Hand off to the left wing. Now it's Perry. Perry dribbles, jumper, 15-footer, off the mark, no good. Tipped up, defensive board pulled down by Dickinson of Michigan, and we got less than 5 minutes left to go now. Michigan with the ball. Dickinson pushes it outside of Jones. Jones turns the corner, drives in the key, floats up a runner. Off the back rim, no good, but gets fouled. And Devontae Jones from Michigan will shoot 2. It's a blocking foul assessed to Darius Johnson, freshman from Boys, Maryland. 2 free throws coming up from Michigan by Devontae Jones. It's been the offensive woes this season for Michigan. They're on a scoring drought in the last 2 minutes, 40 seconds. 0 for 4. Last 4 shot attempts from the floor. And just 40% shooting tonight by Michigan in this game. First shot, no good at the free throw line. Devontae Jones couldn't connect. Big difference maker in this matchup. 3-point shots. UCF 10 for 18 from the perimeter. 56% shooting from the outside. Michigan is gutted up to 39% right now. 9 for 23. Devontae Jones has made 4 of those threes for Michigan. Second shot good at the free throw line by Jones. UCF has the ball, floats it up over the top, looking for an alley-oop opportunity possibly, but no good as it hit the rim short. Michigan comes back with a defensive board. They fling it out left corner. Brooks passes outside. Pump fake. Houston lost the handle. UCF picks up the steal. Off to the races. Dump off to Mahan, dribbles back outside to the corner, they have it. Left baseline dribble, bounce pass underneath, puts it up and gets it to go. Up and in, it's CJ Walker, transfer from Oregon for UCF, and puts up the Knights by 6 at home. 4 minutes left to play. Michigan with the ball. Jones dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. Passes right wing to Brooks. Pump fake, dribbles up, floats up a runner. Off the back rim, no good. Had a great look at it, couldn't connect. Defensive rebound pulled down by UCF. The first team to 69 tonight on the board is the Knights. They will slow down the basketball as well. They want to put the world on notice, and what an opportunity to do so against a big-name school tonight. Three-point shot is good. Right down the pipe delivers. Darren Green, have a night for UCF. 9-point lead, largest one of the game for the Knights, and that is a career high for the top scorer this season for the Knights. Darren Green averaging over 14 points per game. That is now 27 on the board for Darren Green as a timeout gets taken on the floor with 3:22 left to play. We reached the media timeout. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Michigan has gone stone cold. They've yet to hit a shot in the last 4 minutes. And UCF just keeps on adding to it. 2 quick buckets, one at the rim with a putback, and the other basket, a 3-point shot by Darren Green. Do I see any college basketball coaches getting fired after the season? I do have 2 in the hot seat, depending on how their seasons do. Mike Bray from Notre Dame. They have so much experience on that team, and they're off to a tough start this season. That win against Kentucky might be saving them a little bit. And then Mike White from Florida. Things were going well until they lost against Texas Southern. It's that loss single-handedly that just knocked them out of the top 25. Yeah, this has been shocking right here. Hit me up in the chat who you got in this game. UCF or Michigan. UCF puts up 72 points on Michigan. We still got 3:22 left to go. What's good? Fleetwood on the stream. Welcome in, man. This is uncharacteristic Michigan basketball. Their defense last year, they had a tough defense last season. They lost a lot of good players in the offseason, though. Franz Wagner, their top defender, Isaiah Livers, their 3-point shooter, and then Mike Smith, their lead point guard, also is pretty solid from 3-point range. And they're missing a lot of firepower. And also, I thought a much bigger season was in store for Hunter Dickinson. And Dickinson has been limited in this game. He's scored 12 points tonight. 5 for 12 from the floor by Dickinson. He's the top rebounder with 9 rebounds, but we haven't seen him gone like off like a ton this season for Dickinson, like turn heads. That's been something that we've seen from like other players, especially throughout the conference. Like EJ Liddell of Ohio State. Haven't seen it that much though. From Dickinson this season. And Devontae Jones has been more of his game today. 4 for 5 from 3-point range. He's got 17 points for Devontae Jones. This is a statement game here for UCF to say that they're an NCAA tournament worthy team. And this has been what a schedule they got here to put this on their resume. Raymond, welcome back in. Aaron on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, this has been a tough season. They have so much talent, just haven't been able to put it together for Michigan at all. They just lack that knockdown shooter, and there's a lot of gaps defensively too. And they have been pretty solid defending the perimeter at most points this year. And then against UNC, against Arizona, and now against UCF, having a ton of trouble defending the outside. 3-point shot, good. It rains down by Kobe Buffkin out of the timeout from Michigan. 6-point game. 3 minutes left to go. UCF has the ball. They break half court. UCF is a perfect 7 for 7 from 3-point range in the second half. Darren Green's got 27 points. Top of the key. They will move it outside the Green. Looking for a 30-burger. Passing off to Meehan, and he takes the 3 and hits it. That is Brandon Mahon from the left wing, and he's up to 22. So a perfect 8 for 8 now from 3-point range in the second half for UCF. They are 12 for 20, 60% in this game, shooting the 3 ball. They need to be urgent for Michigan. Spots up, 3-point shot right down the pipe. That's good. Off the handoff by Dickinson from the top and raining down. It's a 3 made by Eli Brooks. Trading threes back to 6. 2:05 left to go. UCF with the ball. Perry has it at the edge of the UCF logo. He is defended by Jones. Passes right wing perimeter to Green. Green dribbles to the top. Gives it off to Walker. Walker towards his left on the outside. Looks to pass it. Moves it out to the corner. Left baseline jumper. Sinks through. Brandon Mahon. Back-to-back Jays go down, and he's up to 26. 2 players going. Lights out tonight for UCF. Here's a steal. Down the near side. It is Mahon. Passes. 1 dribble. Pump fake underneath in. And Bakwe Jong lays it up and in for 2 more for UCF. 1:30 left to go. Michigan's in deep trouble. Down by 10. They gotta be urgent with the basketball. They're just standing there around the perimeter. Bounce pass. Off the roll down. Puts it up and through the contact. Draws the foul, and it will send Musa Diabate to the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:18 left to go. This team better be getting votes coming up on Monday. And a good amount of them for UCF. They lost by just 3 points against Oklahoma. Their only lopsided loss was at Auburn. I got to cover Auburn yesterday, and that team is legit. Lorenzo, welcome to the stream here, man. First shot is good by Diabate. Happy New Year, everybody. By the way, this is my last stream of the year. Thanks so much all for coming out and being a part tonight. Disappointing season for Michigan right now. There's a lot of good teams inside the Big Ten. I guess for the projection, though, the Big Ten had other teams that were supposed to be really good, but dropped out of the top 25 alongside. Maryland's had a down season as well. Michigan is receiving votes. Michigan's right now got votes, so they're at number 31. So they're not in the top 25, but receiving votes as UCF dribbles into the key and Michigan gets called for the reach-in. And that should be sending UCF to the free throw line. 1:03 left to play. As the clock will stop, and it is on Hunter Dickinson, who picks up his 4th personal foul. And he's played a large chunk of this game for Dickinson. He has played 35 minutes. And once again, that's been a problem. If he gets into deep foul trouble, there's not much that they can turn to. I just thought he'd have a bigger impact this season for Dickinson. But he's gone downhill this year. First shot is good. At the line for UCF by Mbake Jong. He's a senior big man from Senegal. It is the upperclassman that stepped up for this UCF team today. Mbake Jong, a senior. Darren Green, who went off for 27 points as a junior. And then Brandon Mahon is a senior as well. The point guard, Darius Perry, who has 7 assists and 2 steals. He also is a senior. And 2 Power 5 players make up this UCF roster as transfers in the starting five. CJ Walker from Oregon, Darius Perry from Louisville. 45 seconds left to go. Deflected by UCF off the backboard. It goes, and UCF comes out with the basketball. 40 seconds left to play. Michigan's not going to fall. They take it past half court. Off of a double team, and now Michigan reaches in on the near side of the court with 35 seconds left to go. I'm going to take Steph Curry this year for MVP. So Steph I take for MVP, and then Kevin Durant in second. What a game for UCF. Chance to prove the world who they are in this matchup. And they come through despite being down by 12. They won on an 18-2 run to recapture the lead once again. And the first free throw is good. Brandon Mahan, now tied with the top scorer, knocks down the free throw. He's got 27. Or it's going to be, actually it's number 2, Darius Perry. So Mahan's got 26. Perry he's got 3. Make it 4. Hits the second free throw. Yeah, it's been a great year. Thanks so much all for joining in this year. It's been awesome. Michigan has it at the top. Too much dribbling. 3-point shot wide open. Off the mark, missed by Diabate. Rebound defensively by Perry. And UCF at home getting themselves closing in on that W. 18 seconds left to play. And another foul picked up by Michigan, reaching in on the far side of the court. UCF will play against SMU next on Saturday, and low-key, that's a huge matchup. That is at SMU. And SMU's out to a really good start, too, and not many people are talking about SMU. There's a lot of teams that people aren't talking about right now. TCU is another team with their star with Mike Miles. Not many people have been talking about TCU as well. SMU is in this conversation. And they do have a couple losses, though, back in the non-conference, but now they've gone on a big winning streak. So they've won the last 6 straight in a row. And UCF will keep on expanding their winning streak as they will now win 5 in a row. Both of the free throws go down. 14 seconds left to play. I've yet to try those. I've covered volleyball before. Volleyball is a really good sport to call, but I've yet to try gymnastics, swimming, or golf. Those would be cool, though, if I do try them out in the future. As this game has gone final, UCF, huge victory, a golden opportunity of scheduling, and they cash in with a W on their final power conference team that they meet at the very end of December and get the victory. 85 points they put up against Michigan, as they happen to score in the 30s at halftime. This game, at halftime, the score is 35-31. And UCF outscores Michigan 54-36 in the second half to pull out the W. And 2 players absolutely went off for UCF. Darren Green Jr., 27 points. He made 7 threes. And Brandon Mahan made 5 3-point shots, scored 26 points. They totaled in 20 assists as a team, even though they were minus 6 on the glass. Still ended up winning because of how well they shot the 3 ball. 60% from the perimeter tonight, 12 for 20 from the outside. Shot the ball at an extreme clip, and they got themselves the W out of it in the hugest game of the season for UCF. And this team deserves to be in the tournament by the looks of it right now. Kevin, thanks so much for the dono, man. Really appreciate it. You guys have been incredible this year. Really appreciate you guys in the stream. I hope to be back on New Year's. I believe my next game will be on New Year's Day, calling Providence versus DePaul, 3 o'clock Eastern time. I believe will be in the next game, so feel free to join in for that. Before you do sign off, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, college hoops, and NBA, and cannot wait to keep on growing throughout the new year into 2022. Hopefully, big things will be in store in the new year, everybody. Before I do sign out, going to close out here with the channel members on this stream. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's get to as low as $1.99 per month to do so, to become a channel member. It gets you a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover. And all channel members get a shout out as we have Jason, Cindy, Rajeep, Old Ed Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Aruhan, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino Joseph, Elkie and GFR 90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hades, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Appreciate all for coming in on this incredible year. We growed phenomenally on the stream here. 2021, what a year. I think we had over 11,000 subscribers. Majority of those subs I remember were from the NBA playoffs that came pouring in. And then yeah, March Madness we had quite a bit as well that came in. I saw the views throughout the year tallied around 4 million that we had, which was just awesome for total views that we have gained in 2021. What a year, everyone. Thanks so much all for being a part of the stream. I'll see you on the other side in the year 2022. I hope to be back on New Year's Day for my next stream. I'm planning to do Providence against DePaul on Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. What a year, everybody. What a way to finish it up. UCF came in a 3-point underdog at home, and they pull out a 14-point victory, trailing at halftime, and they outscore Michigan 54-36 in the second half, and have two players go absolutely off to combine for 53 points out of the 85 between two of their guards tonight to pick up the victory. Incredible performance by UCF. Thanks so much for joining in, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the new year. I appreciate for everybody joining in. Thanks so much here. And see you guys coming up in the new year. Have a nice night.